What's up, guys? It is XDecide 8000, and today I'm bringing you a video instead of a live stream. I just got done with the live stream on my Resident Evil 4 playthrough, and today I thought I'm going to bring to you a reaction video. And what I decided to react to was my very first video here on YouTube. Now, this was made in about 2015. This over accumulated 61 views, and I was 15 at the time, and I'm 23 now. That's an 8-year difference. So let's see how well the video has aged, honestly. And honestly, I'm gonna check to make sure I do have the volume low, because I remember at the time I recorded on a laptop, and it was loud. So let's get right into it. And oh boy.
Hello people of YouTube, I'm XDecide 8000, and for my first video, I'm going to be doing my personal top 10 favorite video games. Now, right here...
I was very energetic back then.
Right here, I got my top 10 games.
Now I'm tired.
I played all these games. It was really hard to decide which one should go first, which one should go last. It was very difficult, but I finally managed to make a stack. It took me about 20 minutes. Worst time.
Okay, first of all, no, it did not take you 20 minutes. It actually mostly took you 15, because you did contemplate a couple of them. But man, have I changed a lot. I mean, well, I still got the red hair. And, well, not gonna lie, if you go back watch the stream, I had a beard. I just shaved right now, so apparently me and him still got the baby face. But yeah, this was my first video, so we're gonna keep on going and see how this goes.
I'm on my live, but we got it done. So for number 10, I got Drake's Deception. I say it was a fair game. Yes, I kind of like the Uncharted series. I've only played 2 and 3, and soon I'm gonna get 4. And because the reason why this wasn't the first Uncharted game I played Uncharted.
So yeah, I did eventually get Uncharted 4, but that was years after. That way, actually no, this video was made, yeah, about a year after. So I did get it, but unfortunately I didn't play the 4th one until 2019 when I had a job. So you know, I actually got to play it.
Uncharted 2, and you know, I thought, you know what, I give this a try, and it was very awesome. I liked the story. It was, man, it was awesome. It was just awesome. Alright, number 9.
So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I only played about maybe halfway through the game. I think I got as far as before you go to the Middle East, and after that, that was about it. But yeah, I would agree with you on that one, Bryce. Good job.
9.
What do you got for number 9?
Sorry, I'm kind of been sick for a couple of days. So right here we have Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now the reason why I put this at number 9 was because
Yeah, why did you put that at number 9? You gotta explain that to me, bud. You gotta explain.
Now the reason why I put this at number 9 was because the campaign wasn't that bad.
I mean, the campaign was good in my... okay, I replayed the campaign years later, and I loved it. I guess because I was a teenager, I was simple-minded. Now that I'm an adult, you kind of learn you get into the story a bit, you know, like why things are going certain ways. Plus, it was the first Black Ops game, or first Call of Duty game, to give you alternate endings. So no, Bryce, I will say you're wrong on that.
It just didn't have the same feeling as it did Black Ops.
A little bit, but still good.
The multiplayer, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was shitty because you had so many quick scopers, always lagging, and certain
Bryce, that's going to be every Call of Duty, and that's also because you had bad Wi-Fi at the time. I will say that. I will say this now. Call of Duty multiplayer on Black Ops 2 was, in my opinion, my favorite. Yes, you had quick scopers, but it was still fun. And hell, I even tried to become one at one point. It was fun.
Groups, and I just kind of hated it.
Wait, hold on. You said droops?
Groups and
hold on.
Always lagging and certain groups and
what the fuck? Certain droops? I mean, come on. What is even that word, man?
I just kind of hated it. Quickscope
you loved
I
it.
took out easily, but
no, you didn't.
Just sucked.
No, you didn't. You eventually hit them, but you didn't.
Zombies wasn't bad. It was actually pretty fun.
It was.
That was the main reason why I played Black Ops 2 was because of the zombies. It was awesome.
That is true.
And me personally, I liked the Mob of the Dead. If you don't know what that is, that's a DLC package you got from Black Ops 2, and it was.
Well, I mean, yes, you did get that. You didn't get that until like 2 years later after it released, when the PS4 came out, and then games were dying on then. But yeah, I will stand by that. Mob of the Dead was my favorite on there. Especially the fact that it had some actors in it that I liked, like Ray Liotta. He was one of my favorite actors. And just the concept of being on Alcatraz was just amazing.
Just amazing. It was
just amazing.
It's fun. It's based upon Alcatraz. Alright, enough talking. Back to our list. Number 7. This is another Call of Duty game.
Ooh, what is it?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Ooh.
This one, out of all the Modern Warfares, was awesome.
Sorry, I have to... was awesome. Was awesome. It's still, I mean, it's a good game.
Cool weaponry.
Yep.
It had the basically what people imagine to be World War III, Russians versus USA. Me personally, I think it's gonna be USA versus North Korea versus
Bryce, we're not getting into politics. You're not like that anymore.
Russia. That's how I think it's gonna be. Me personally. I don't know why, but I mean, Kim Jong-un's just gonna find a way to slip in.
I think during this part, I was just trying to put in some dialogue just to fill in the space. But I mean, you know, years before, we actually had we had stuff like that happening, and stuff today is still happening like that. So, you know, it's bound. Could I say it's bound to happen? Absolutely, because it's unpredictable.
But it was an awesome game.
Yeah, it was.
The ending was epic.
It was, yes.
Captain Price kills Makarov hanging. Now, usually any movie you can see, the bad guy always gets shot, but Captain Price, he hangs the guy, and then after, he just smokes a cigar.
Yep.
That's a true badass right there. Alright, so for
badass approval.
7, we got Battlefield 4. This game was actually pretty fun. I never got to play the other Battlefields, mainly because, I had the thought, like Battlefield 3, I looked at it, and I just didn't like it.
So, actually, the real truth behind that, reason why I never gotten really into Battlefield is because I was such into Call of Duty. So, when I had gotten Battlefield 4, I didn't really play it that much. I only played maybe 2 hours of multiplayer total on it. And that was about it.
4, I liked it, and I didn't get to play Battlefield 3 yet. I'll soon play it, but I like Battlefield 4. It had an awesome campaign. Online, I liked. It was just so much fun.
Yeah.
Alright, at number 6.
I obviously didn't have enough commentary for that one because, like I just said, I didn't play it that much.
This is another Call of Duty game. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. This was an awesome game. You had new weapons, new technology. I like the exosuits they got. They were awesome.
I mean, yeah, it was a new concept. It was new.
It had special abilities. It was awesome. And if y'all don't know this guy, the enemy, the guy who's pretty much shown in the game, that's pretty much represented off Kevin Spacey. That's an actor.
Represented off Kevin Spacey? That is Kevin Spacey. Oh my god, what was I saying back then? Oh my god.
This was an awesome game. It introduced so much to what we could look forward to in the future. And the twist. Ooh, the twist. You thought this guy named Hades was the terrorist, but then you find out, wait for it, this guy is the true villain.
Yeah. That is true because, you know, it's called a game. You have to have a story. You have to have a twist. I can't give myself too much crap. I was so young back then. I mean, look at that baby face. Look at him.
It was an epic game.
And
it was an
my
epic
voice
game
has
online.
changed a lot since then. I could admit my voice is a lot deeper now.
I liked it. Alright, so finally, at number 5, we have, this is my favorite TV show series other than South Park.
I think I know what game he's about to choose. Is it the Family Guy multiverse game? Bryce, tell me, is it?
Family Guy.
Yes! Oh my god.
Back to the Multiverse. Now this game was fun. I actually got introduced to this game to one of my friends. He's like, "Hey Bryce, I know you like Family Guy, so I got you a game." And I'm like, "When did the game come out?" He's like, "A couple weeks ago." And I was like, "I'll give it a shot."
Now, give me 1 sec. I want to see what year the game came out, because it is true. Friend gave me that game when a friend did give me that game just weeks after it came out. So let's see. Family Guy. Was it Back to the Multiverse? Yeah. Let's see. But when did it come out? Oh, interesting. This game came out. That doesn't. Wow. Okay, give me a second here. Jeez. Okay, so that was 2012. Yeah, I was in 6th grade when that happened. I forgot who gave me that game, but it was a couple weeks after. And it is true. Family Guy is one of my favorite shows. I still love it to this day. You know, it holds a special place in my heart.
I played it and it was fun.
It was.
The amount, and I saw in each mission you're dealing with characters you saw in the TV series, from Peter the Pirates,
yep,
the Amish people, Santa's retarded elves, Bertram.
Hey. They were work deprived. Christmas time was really killing them that year. But yeah.
It was just fun to play, and the multiplayer, it was pretty funny to play.
It was.
It was just so funny. Then you...
A little behind the story of that. My friend, Deshaun, he actually would come to my house every now and then, and we would play that game. We also play a lot of other games, but when we played that game, we would always play, like, either I was Stewie, he was Lois, just to recreate the episodes from there, or whatever the options were, we would play them, and it was, oh my god, it's bringing back nostalgia for me. Maybe I should get that game again.
I saw these random parts during the missions, like, trying to think of one. Damn.
I don't think he could.
I don't know, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say
there's... we have Assassin's Creed 3.
Ooh.
Now, this game I liked. It was fun. This was my first Assassin's Creed game, and I just liked it.
Which is true. That was Assassin's Creed 3 was my very first game into Assassin's Creed. I loved it. Reason why it was my first was because at the time when it came out, Smosh had really at the time Smosh was one of my favorite YouTube channels, and also Ian and Anthony, thank you for coming back. You're making me a happier person now than ever. When it came out, they released a song called Tomahawk Chop Is My Death Blow, and I remember seeing it. I'm like, oh, that's cool, and I was like, okay. And this is based off the Assassin's Creed 3 game. After that, I also saw one of my other favorite YouTube channels, Epic Mealtime. They did a video about Assassin's Creed 3 where they made a whole meal based around Assassin's Creed 3, and I was like, maybe I should get that game. And I did, and I loved it. I was like, oh my god, I get it now. It's like phenomenal.
It got me a little confused because I thought you got to play this guy at first.
Yeah.
But you're playing some other guy until later in the story. But it was pretty awesome. For my first Assassin's Creed game, this was awesome.
It was, yes.
Now, I want to play the DLC part, the Tyranny of King Washington. That would be amazing. Alright, so for number 3, this was a debate between one other game, but I finally decided to choose this one. It is Resident Evil 5.
It's a good game,
This
yeah.
game was awesome. Now, I like the Resident Evil games. First game was on the GameCube, Resident Evil 0. It was awesome. I liked it.
That is true. I was at my cousin's house one night, and he told me that he had one of the Resident Evil games on the GameCube, and it was Resident Evil 0. I played it for like maybe an hour. Then we both had to go to bed. We were young we were like maybe like 9 or 8. We played it, and it was great to me. But Resident Evil 5 was kind of my first introduction into the Resident Evil series. I've always seen it. To go in a little of a backstory, how I got into the Resident Evil series, in particular, how I discovered Resident Evil 5. I was like 10 years old, and I was with my grandmother at the time. We were at the grocery store, and she asked me I could get a candy or a toy. And so I looked. I was like, no candy, no toys. But I saw a magazine. It was a magazine of a bunch of horror games with zombies in them, particularly about zombie games. And so I asked her, can you get me this? And first thing she said was, will your mother approve of it? And I'm like, because my mom probably wouldn't have approved of it. And so when she bought it, I started reading it, and the first thing I saw was it had the chainsaw guy it had him, and I was like, I need to play this game. I eventually got the game. Well, actually, I first played it at a little gaming store in where I live called Entertain Mart, with a stranger, and me and him couldn't get past this one part where you're supposed to run back. We didn't know. We thought you were just having to fend off these zombies. So we just, like, once we ran out of bullets, we're, like, knifing them. And we eventually kept dying. But I eventually then started playing the game. And I loved it. But it had its moments where it was like, really? Like that?
And then when this came out, I was like, yes.
Yes!
I just had to get it, and it was really fun to play. It introduced the funniest thing you can ever imagine.
Tell me.
That guy, Chris Redfield, punching a rock. Now, you gotta imagine,
That was the funniest thing out of that whole game. And it was also the stupidest thing out of that game. But it was funny because it's like the amount of memes that came after it. Oh my god.
Superhero, but he's not Superman. And he's punching.
I don't know. Chris got them jaw. He got that jaw.
God damn
Man,
it.
he can be a superhero.
It was a fun game. I liked it. I recommend it. All right, and at number 2, we have
What we got?
Assassin's Creed Black Flag. This was
Ooh,
amazing
yes.
to play. It introduced
You got-
dual wielding weapons.
Yep.
It introduced I think it introduced assassin contracts. If
Yep.
I'm wrong,
That was pretty cool.
I don't know if they introduced it in Assassin's Creed. I know they introduced it in this game, but I mean, it's pretty fun. I like the reason why I put Black Flag number 2 than Assassin's Creed 3 because Black Flag you had more money opportunities. That's what I liked. And on Assassin's Creed 3 you had an epic story. It was based upon
Hold on.
one of America's most memorable wars,
Why-
revolutionary.
Why did I decide to talk more about Assassin's Creed 3 than Black Flag? I mean, because... Oh my god. Because, I mean, okay. Black Flag now, to me, is my favorite all-time Assassin's Creed. And how I prove that it's my favorite all-time Assassin's Creed. My first tattoo, this one right here, is the Black Flag logo. Black Flag had an amazing story. It had, again, what he said, money opportunities. But it also introduced, like, cool concepts, like naval battles. Those were the most fun I've ever had.
War, and I just liked it. And, little quick thing, Assassin's Creed 3 helped me in my history class. I know.
That is true. When I played it, we were learning about the American Revolution. And I actually got in trouble. I didn't get in trouble, but I gave my teacher a little, like, I was like, she was saying that Paul Revere was saying that the British were coming. And I'm like, no, he was saying the Loyalists were coming. And he wasn't screaming at the top of his lungs either. He had to go and, you know, kind of like hush-hush about it to certain militia groups. Because at the time, in America, during the American Revolution, most of the people that were in America were British. So, I got, you know, it was a little interesting that happened.
It was awesome. Alright. Finally, at number 1.
What do we got for number 1? Tell me.
My favorite game. I like playing it. Every time I come home from school, I'm just going to play it.
What is it?
It is Grand Theft Auto 5.
That is
This
true.
game is awesome. And I actually got to learn about some interesting facts about it. Lindsay Lohan put a lawsuit on these guys.
That is true.
She thought the person represented her. I was like,
That ain't nothing look like you.
no, it couldn't. And my favorite character out of this whole game is Trevor Phillips.
Yep, I still stand by
Now,
it.
don't get me wrong. I like some villains. I'm more like, because like they have interesting ways of getting through heads. Trevor Phillips.
Okay, hold on. No, you should have said something in the lines of, villains have the more interesting stories than others.
Is amazing. He's a complete psychopath. Online is awesome. I like the fact that they introduced the heist. The only downside about the heist part is most people leave, don't know how to do the mission most of the time, and it just sucks.
Yeah.
But it's a good game. I love it. It's just an awesome game.
That is true. I mean, I still play Grand Theft Auto Online, but people aren't playing the heist anymore because, I mean, Grand Theft Auto now has more options for you to make money instead of the heist. When the heist came out, it was like the ultimate only way to get the most money. But over time, updates came through. You got businesses that you could run that make you money. You didn't have to rely on heist anymore.
Alright, so that's it for this video. My name is Xside. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Oh, and before I go, I want to talk to you about what...
Okay, I mean, yeah, I was pretty young when this. I was a pretty young lad when I made my first YouTube video.
with another...
Oh, okay. So, okay, well, yeah, I was like I said, I was 15. There's an 8-year difference. What's the last part you're gonna say, bud?
channel I work with. I work with another channel called Bropane. These
Yeah?
guys are awesome. Bropane. It's like propane, but it replaces pro with bro.
Bro.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's funny. We have this thing called Butter Series. It's awesome. Check it out. Like, subscribe, comment, share.
He had to repeat it twice.
Check out mine too.
Yeah,
and
clearly.
Hopefully I'll get more videos out.
You eventually do, bud. You eventually do. Okay. So yeah, that last part was true. I was a part of a YouTube channel called Propane. Unfortunately, the channel is no longer up and running. And, you know, it's sad. I loved watching some of our old stuff. If I do another reaction video, I'll actually have one of the members from Propane with us to do another reaction video. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. My God, that video, it aged kind of okay, but it didn't age that well. I mean, it was interesting. Pretty interesting, honestly. I grew up since then. So, you know what? We're going to leave on that note. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. And also, every Tuesday and Thursday, I will be streaming from 9:30 to whenever I stop. It could be from like 3 hours to 4 hours. So far, I have managed to only go up to 4 hours. So, if I do a longer stream, that will be the case of it. But I do always consistently start at 9:30. I've been late a couple of times because sometimes setting it up is a pain in the butt. I'll admit that. So, have a good night, guys, and I will make sure to have another video like this uploaded.